Hello everyone, how are you going? Welcome back to Mini Motorways, where we're going to be checking out the weekly challenge, which is Wellington, my favorite. So then start with one bridge and unlimited road tiles, and no further upgrades are offered. Jeez, that's a hell of a one. But then all destinations are much busier and the speed limit is increased on bridges. Wow, that is certainly a new one I've never seen before. So I guess I'll just be building a lot of bridges then, but I only have one? Well, I guess I certainly need to be using that effectively, almost like a motorway, but I guess for now, it's just going to be straight on down. Ah, yes, but it is always nice when we have infinite road tiles, especially just seeing the little symbol. Hello there, blue. Now that we have a few more people on the screen, there we go. Connect you all in, and like I just said, not a worry about the road tiles. I can really afford to be blocking up wherever I want. So no one there, no one there. In terms of buildings, no one there, no one there. Oh, okay, immediately upgrading, but I guess that is much busier then. Oh, actually, that's going to be really difficult. I only have a bridge, and oh, now I have a red as well. Okay, how do I possibly need and how can I possibly get them over there? Because I won't ever get a tunnel or a motorway. Perhaps a red, especially because I do have infinite road tiles. I can just go ahead and, yeah, I'll just block up every single last possible square in their area. And hopefully they can then move to the right, or I guess, no, move from the right, because if I block up the entire right, well, then they have to spawn somewhere. Sadly, I did have to go ahead and get rid of all the trees over on the right side to accomplish that, but I believe that should now be every single road tile covered. You as well. Okay, yeah, let's just go with that, and hopefully a red can spawn on the left. Come on, show me the money. That's a yellow. Yes, there's the yellow and the red that we want. I'll continue to leave it in there, and I guess for now, so the entire thing doesn't pile up too much because they are busier, I can just join them in. Lovely. Actually, though, I just realized, do the weeks just go by? Sunday, yeah, Monday, yeah, I guess they don't, because I don't even need anything. Nothing else is offered, and I don't need the road tiles, that's for sure. Ah, yes, but that is certainly a nice one. I guess when everything is forced to spawn on one side, I don't need bridges, I don't need motorways, I don't need tunnels. I've got the one, and I will make do. Speaking of, though, let me just make sure to block up this top right corner, because I don't want that to come along and screw me over. I mean, if it's yellow, that's completely fine. Anyone else, no go. Ah, see, nice and easy. Blue comes along. Nope, not using the bridge. That would be blasphemy. But there we go, straight across. And I guess, how can I be switching these guys around? Because I do have a few down there. I could, I guess, eventually send them over red's line, because I only do have one red still. Really? How do I only have 3 reds on the board? I need you to be much busier, so then you spawn a few more people. But hey, I guess if I do continue to have a couple of, yes, people spawning down the bottom left like this, I can then join them all in, and I shouldn't need the other road. I guess, well, actually, before I go too far, I'll move blue over, and then I can squeak everyone through. You go white, you just go up there, over there, over there, over there, over there, and around and around. I'll straighten the road up because it's a little bit faster, but otherwise, I'm still able to fit and squeeze everyone in, which is kind of surprising. I'm still just worried about these mountains, though, and how I'm possibly going to get through them, because there's nothing I can do about that. Ooh, that's very deadly. That is a cross map, traditional dark blue, usually a motorway, but nothing of the sort this time. So how can I be sorting that? I guess if I was to block up dark blue, they might move to the right, but I reckon if I unblock the right, it would just become rampant with other colors. But hey, I guess at some point I'm going to have to do it. I guess green love to spawn there. If I could get a green, or maybe I'll wait till a green's up the top instead. Either way, I don't want to be using my bridge until I really have to, and I don't really have to now. I'll just chuck them onto the white's line. But you know what? Red just did get a pip, and now it is back again. So you know what? I will just use the bridge just to break the camel's back for a second here. That should allow them. And I'm also interested to see how fast do they go. Do they go motorway speeds? Do they go what? Yeah, I think that is motorway speeds, and they certainly use it as an off-ramp as well. Meanwhile, I will go ahead and join all these dark blues in because they have quite the trip ahead of them. But yeah, red should be okay now that I've just joined them in, because I don't need the bridge, and I will always get rid of it if I need to. Green, hey, alright, well, with the houses right there, that's not too bad. And immediately upgrading, well, I would join everyone in immediately, but honestly, that was pretty darn easy. Well, would you look at this? Finally, we have a couple more reds joining the party, and that is exactly what I needed to be able to facilitate this. Alright, honestly, I have people joining in all over the place, and it's only 500 points, so red can be fixed first. Otherwise, I did think it was about time that I just joined in the other yellows and also just clean up right, because it was a little bit messy, I will admit. Even though I do have unlimited road tiles, you need to be efficient. And then still, who else was it? White, yellow up the top, not needed, red, not really needed. I think everyone should be okay from there. So I will admit, long term, I think the main one that was going to cause me problems will be that dark blue, and there is nothing I can do about it. Okay, yellow, I got the yellows up top left, that is fine. Oh, green onto that line. Okay, well, let me just turn a couple of people around. Plenty of resources available. More yellows for, okay, more yellows especially. I can still, I can't squeak you. Of course you can't. That means I have to go through you. I can't go around. I can't go under because you're trapped by the green. Wow, okay then. Well, I guess that is what it is. Really? Is that what it is? Ugh, I don't see any other way I can do that. Because even if I was to take these guys down in here like that, and then take the greens up and over, no, it's still just all in one intersection. There's nothing I can do to get those yellows off those greens. Damn you. All right, well, that is what it is. Make it nice and neat again, and just hope that it doesn't go and spawn another green over there, I reckon. Oh, green up on that line. That's a little bit deadly, especially because that is now 2 greens on the same line over long distance. And so, do I dare? Dark blue through there. I'm just wondering, I've got all these dark greens here, and sorry trees, Wellington, you aren't beautiful, but I think maybe I can't get them off because they're already on this line. Maybe I can just supplement them in, but I don't have the bridge because red definitely need the bridge. And so, yep, that is what it's going to have to be for now. I'm going to guess as long as I can watch and just see if there are any greens that come out here. You're going home. That's good. Yeah, it's almost as though there's been a bit of an AI update because usually as soon as you join anything in, they just do exactly what you don't want them to do. I can just see that I will need more greens on this because 3 are not going to be able to service it. But how do I possibly get them in there? I mean, I can turn you around. I can then turn no one else around. No one else is on that side. Otherwise, I could put these guys through the dark blue and up there, but they're already connected in. That's the hardest part, is the fact that they will still be then connected in, and then the entire system is then connected in, as I don't want these guys to be going all the way over, all the way up and around, and then back down, and then all the way down into here just to come back up to this screen. That would immediately kill me. There was nothing I can do about that. But hey, I guess I'm almost at 1,000 points. There it is. Lovely. That dark blue, of course, just comes to join the party right at the same time. That is, I guess, not the worst thing that could have happened, but it does increase once again the load onto dark blue that just have to continue to travel quite the distance. I have you spawning up here, and so you know what, if you guys could spawn up the top right, that would be wonderful. I don't know if I could really not afford to block it up, but actually control that much land to where you don't just go and spawn where I don't want you to spawn, but I will give it my best shot if I can draw straight. God. And so I would generally not recommend doing something like this because it just means that nothing can expand and all the pressure goes onto the current buildings, but I really just want to attempt to make dark blue spawn up the top right, and if I can get that happening, whew, well, I believe that is everywhere that I can be bothered to block up, and everywhere that I don't want to block up. I mean, maybe just down here as well, because that's also useless to me. But once that is now done, I believe, yeah, I'm going to leave it there and just see if some more dark blues can spawn. But just please up the top right, if I can just get a little bit of pressure off, that would be fantastic. Down the bottom left is also helpful. That's why I left it. But just top right, come on. Somehow I managed to spawn another one up the top left and just found a hole and a flaw in my plan. But look at this, both dark blues, and everyone is trying to rush to the rescue, but there is no hope when there is that much distance to travel, and it's not even a bridge, so I can't even speed it up. Wow, there really isn't anything I can do here. I have a couple of people just running to the rescue, but considering the fact that they're so overloaded, they will not be able to survive. And oh yes, the middle one, or the top one, or whatever you want to call it, just over 1,000. That is pretty darn insane. 58 days and nothing I can do about it. There are so many people on their way, but like I said, how am I meant to be getting people going faster when I have 4 colors, 5 buildings, something like that on a single line going from the bottom left to the top right? It always has to be a motorway, and when you don't have them, what do you want me to do? But as we can see here, they are not the only problems. People are just going everywhere, and I think that is maybe green going up to here, so if I relieve that pressure, that should help that out. But either way, really, the fact that all of that line has that many people, there is no way that you can be setting any kind of high scores with that on the horizon. So speaking of high scores, let's just see, how did I go? Top 10%, honestly not too surprising, and I'm not too worried about it either. 193, and let's just see, what does number 1 have? 6,000. Well done. That guy certainly knows how to make a bridge a motorway.